What is going on, guys? Another quick one here. Giving my narrative and interview reactions. I feel much better than the stream I did like 25 minutes ago. I had a bad headache, but doesn't matter. We're here to talk golf. I'm going to talk about three golfers tonight. I'm going to talk about Patrick Cantlay, Jordan Spieth, and Jon Rahm. Some juicier than others, some weeks juicier than others. This one's not too important, to be honest, but we'll see if we can get a little bit out of what they had to say. Hopefully this helps you guys making your lineup. So I'll talk about Patrick Cantlay. They asked him about his success here. Obviously, he's had great success here. Bunch of top 10 finishes. Basically said you have to work the balls both ways, which I do well. You got to be confident. There's trees everywhere. Hole by hole, you got to hit the fairway. And it's a golf course that you have to be very, very, very patient on. And as we know, he's a very patient golfer. He said that type of golf and that style of golf suits his game well. And it's love him or hate him, like it's shown to suit his game well, and he's performed well at this golf course. They asked him about his energy levels coming off of the Masters last week. He said he took Monday off, but he should be fine after taking that day off. An important question, I guess. And I tweeted that I hope they asked him about the pace of play, but we didn't really get much out of it. So here's what they said. I was just curious with your thoughts on the pace out there is what they asked him. So I'll read what he had to say verbatim. So I like to paraphrase most of this, but I'll read exactly what Patrick Cantlay said when they asked him about the pace. Yeah, I mean, we finished the first hole, and the group in front of us was on the second tee when we walked up to the second tee, and we waited all day on pretty much every shot. We waited in 15 fairway. We waited in 18 fairway. I imagine it was slow for everyone. So he kind of avoided the question. He didn't say, yeah, I was playing fast. I was playing slow. I was playing slower than my playing partners, which, he literally was. But like I said on Monday, that is how Patrick Cantlay plays. He plays slow. And the thing that annoys me, it doesn't even annoy me. I don't want to defend Patrick Cantlay because he's not one of my guys, but like, he's just, I'm betting him this week. Patrick Cantlay, come Ryder Cup season, come President's Cup season, he's praised for being this slow player. Like, you don't want to play Cantlay. He's gonna get in your head. He's gonna read those four foot putts longer than he should. He's gonna be very deliberate. He's not gonna show any blink. He's not gonna blink at all. He's gonna play slow. He's gonna get in your head. You can't have it both ways. I know it's different style of golf, match play versus stroke play. I know, but you can't praise him 2 times a year and then shit on him every other second. You can't have it both ways. But more of that Patrick Cantlay said about the pace of play issue. He basically he was just avoiding this question. We sit around in the meetings and you look at the numbers. All rounds of the last 10 to 20 years have currently taken around 4 hours, a little over 4 hours. They've taken the same amount of time. I don't think it's that much of an issue. So he doesn't care. Patrick Cantlay just literally does not care at all. So that's what we made out of Patrick Cantlay. So he doesn't really care about the pace of play, and that's kind of what we figured was going to be the case. He's going to be the guy that's going to go out this week and not care what anyone has to say. He's going to do his thing. He's going to continue being Patrick Cantlay. He's going to continue to be slow. But he likes the golf course. He likes that this golf course suits patient play, so suits into his hands more. I love Patrick Cantlay even more after the interview. I think you guys should play him. All right. These next two are fairly quicker. Patrick Cantlay was the bigger one. Jordan Spieth, asked him about the golf course, a little bit different this year. He's saying, and very, very similar to what he said last week at Augusta. He wants the golf course to firm up, but it's going to rain Thursday, maybe a little bit over the weekend too. And it doesn't look like that. If that's the case, then it becomes more of a shootout than it usually is. Either way, this is a golf course that's going to play fun, and it's going to be an exciting finish no matter how it plays. So rain comes in, he's going to expect it to be lower scoring, which is kind of what we all expect. It's usually already lower scoring. If it's going to rain, it makes the golf course a bit softer. Therefore, more birdies, more flags shot at, leading to more putts made. Pretty simple, and that style of golf brings more players into the mix. So with that being said, if it's going to rain, go for those aggressive style players. Go for the Victor Hovlands of the world. Go for those 6K old guys who are just in it to shoot at flags. So if that's what Jordan Spieth thinks is going to happen this week. And finally, Jon Rahm. Some of these quotes kind of burst onto the scene today on Twitter, so I'll just sum them up real quick. They asked John Rahm his did not playing cross your mind. He said not playing did cross my mind, but I wanted to honor my commitment. I'm sure the kids and the spectators would want to see the defending Masters champion. I'm sorry, I'm still not 100%. I'm literally who's not 100%? Will Zalatoris. I'm Will Zalatoris right now. He said, good or bad, I just want to be out there, which was kind of eye emoji. She's like, good or bad, I want to be out there. So is he gonna miss the cut like on purpose? Is he gonna DJ it? I just want to be there. I still intend to do the jacket double and take this one home. So he reeled us back in with that one. Every time I tee it up, I want to win. So we kind of went back and forth. He was kind of like, good or bad, I want to be here. Kind of like warning us that he might not play his best. And then he was like, no, I want to win. I want to be here to get this jacket. I mean, John Rahm, he wants to win. I think he does. But he stayed in Augusta an extra day. He did not celebrate. He did not hit light up golf balls off of his backyard deck like he won the U.S. Open. He said those celebrations are coming next week. So he kind of chilled with his family after. What do he have 2 kids now? A little different than the U.S. Open. I think he has 2 kids. Either way, his kid is older and he has to cater to that kid more. So I don't assume John Rahm was out partying Sunday night. He said those celebrations are coming next week. He's not going to play in the team competition. He's got a commitment to play in this event. He wasn't out drinking. He wasn't out partying. He's ready to play, it seems. So I'm not really playing John Rahm at all this week. I'm fading him. I'm going to play Scotty Scheffler at the top because Scotty Scheffler, his interviews wasn't really too notable for me to say anything, but he was saying how he was pretty pissed off about his performance at Augusta. He didn't have his best stuff, but he still finished 10th, and he was proud of himself for that. So he's expecting to get back onto this golf course and perform a little bit better than he did last week. So that about wraps things up. I wish we could have got more out of Patrick Cantlay. I wish there was someone in the interview room who would really push his buttons and ask him real questions. Maybe I could be that person one day. Maybe once I get going in this industry and I'm in the interview rooms, which I'm going to try my best to make it and be in those media rooms asking the questions. Honestly, I give Daniel Rappaport shit, but he does ask some good questions. He really does. So but there's no one there to ask him. It was a majority local media at this RBC Heritage. But ideally, one day I want to be traveling in the media rooms, and I will ask those questions. I will push Patrick Cantlay's buttons. I will ask what the Twitter people want me to ask. So help me out. Let's get me out there in these interview rooms, and we'll ask these guys what we want to know. That wraps it up. Any questions? Feel free to DM me. You know where to find me. Peace out. Friday 8 p.m. probably somewhere around there. We'll have round 3 bets, live ads. Yeah, that's it. See you guys.